They can't stay away from each other, but they can't fully settle either. Zhang Zheju and Mijin from the series Kill to Love share a connection that feels intense, magnetic, and almost fated, but also unstable and full of challenges. Let's find out together what astrology reveals about them. Hello stars, welcome back to my channel where I analyze the relationship horoscopes of your favorite BL couples. If you're new here, my name is Beatrice, I'm an astrologer and huge BL fan, and today I'm taking a closer look at the horoscope of XuJin from Kill to Love. We'll start in a moment, but first I want to mention that my next video will be about New. And I also want to kindly ask you to vote for the next couple I should analyze after that. This time you can choose between Afghan, Gemini Fort, Portitipor, and Uni from To My Shore. Please vote. You'll find the link to the poll in the comments. Thank you, and now let's see what the stars reveal about XuJin. Xu's love energy feels deep, calm on the surface, but very intense underneath. His chart is quite balanced, but earth energy is a bit stronger. This means he doesn't fall in love quickly or lightly. When he does, he wants something real, stable, and long-lasting. He was born on the 27th of October 1999, and his sun in Scorpio makes him passionate, private, and emotionally strong. He doesn't show everything right away. Love for him is not casual, it's all or nothing. This becomes even stronger because his sun is connected to Vesta, an asteroid representing devotion and focus, and close to the asteroid Sappho that is linked to deep emotional and romantic expression. This combination shows someone who can be incredibly loyal and devoted, but only to the right person. When he commits, he gives his whole heart. At the same time, there is tension inside him. A powerful pattern in his chart, called the Grand Cross, connects his Sun with Jupiter, representing growth and belief, Neptune, dreams and illusions, and Pallas Athena, wisdom and strategy. This can feel like being pulled in different directions. Part of him wants deep emotional truth, another part dreams of an ideal love, and another tries to stay rational. This can make his love life complicated. He may sometimes feel unsure what is real and what is just a dream. His Venus, the planet of love and relationships, is in Virgo, showing how he loves. Quietly, carefully, and through actions rather than big words. He notices small details and wants to take care of his partner. With asteroid Ceres next to his Venus, this becomes even stronger. Ceres represents nurturing and care, so he shows love by helping, supporting, and being there. The connection to Saturn, the planet of commitment and responsibility, adds loyalty and seriousness. He is someone who can build a stable, lasting relationship. But love is not always easy for him. Venus is in tension with Juno, the asteroid representing long-term partnership, and Black Moon Lilith, symbolizing raw, independent energy. Juno and Lilith together in Sagittarius show a strong need for freedom and truth in relationships. This creates a push-pull dynamic. He wants stability and closeness, but also space and honesty. He may attract intense, independent partners or relationships that challenge him to grow. His Mars, the planet of desire and attraction, is in Capricorn, so very controlled and focused. He doesn't chase randomly, he moves with intention. There is also a strong theme of destiny and visibility in his chart. His North Node, showing his life direction, is in Leo, so it's about shining, being seen, and expressing himself creatively. With Pallas Athena and Nike, an asteroid linked to success and victory, nearby, this points clearly to success in performance, being on stage, acting, being admired. Love may also be connected to his public life or career path. At a deeper level, Pluto, the planet of transformation and power struggles, is conjunct Chiron, representing wounds and healing. This shows that love can change him deeply. Relationships may bring pain at times, but also powerful healing and growth. Over time, he learns to turn wounds into strength. Shu has two small talent triangles in his chart. These are easy, flowing connections that show where things come naturally to him. One of them links Mars in Capricorn, his desire and actions, Sappho in Scorpio, deep emotional love, and Amor in Pisces, pure unconditional love. This means he may seem calm and controlled, but he feels very deeply and expresses love in a sincere, almost quiet, but powerful way. Another triangle connects Hera and Eros in Libra, commitment and passion, with Paras Athena in Leo, intelligence, and Chiron and Sagittarius, healing. This shows a natural talent for relationships. He understands connection, creates strong chemistry, and grows through love. These patterns soften his inner struggles. They show that even if love is complex for him, he has a natural ability to express it in a deep, meaningful, and attractive way. Overall, Shu is someone who loves deeply, seriously, and with purpose. He may struggle at times between control and freedom, reality and dreams. But when he finds the right person, someone who respects both his depth and his need for space, he has the ability to build a love that is strong, loyal, and truly transformative. Jin's love energy is intense, fast, and full of fire. His chart is strongly dominated by planets in fire signs, which means passion, action, and directness. He goes after what he wants and doesn't wait. But there is almost no water energy, the element of emotions. So even if he feels a lot, he doesn't always slow down to understand those feelings. Love can feel exciting and powerful, but also overwhelming. Jin was born on the 16th of April 2001. With his sun in Aries, he is bold, direct, and impulsive in love. He doesn't hide his interest. His sun is part of two special patterns called the kite and the cradle, supportive shapes that show natural strength. The kite connects his sun with Amor and Psyche in Gemini, which stand for love and deep emotional connection, with Uranus in Aquarius, which brings freedom and unpredictability, and with Karma in Libra, linked to fated relationships. This shows that love is a key part of his life path. Some connections feel meant to happen, but they can also be unstable. The strong opposition between his sun and karma makes this even more intense. He is learning to balance his own needs with those of a partner. The cradle adds another layer. It links love and soul connection with desire and old emotional wounds, while the sun and Uranus help the energy flow. This means relationships can challenge him but also help him heal. He may be drawn to people who are different, exciting, and mentally stimulating. Love pushes him forward and helps him understand himself better. His Venus in Aries shows how he loves, fast, direct, and passionate. Because Venus is retrograde in his birth chart, he reflects a lot on love. He may question his feelings or go back and forth before opening up. At the same time, Venus is supported by Saturn, the planet of stability and commitment. Saturn is very strong here, so even if he starts fast or in an unpredictable way, he has the ability to build something lasting. Still, love is not simple for him. A tense T-square connects Venus with Mars and Chiron in Sagittarius and with Amor and Psyche in Gemini. Mars represents desire and Chiron emotional wounds. This creates strong attraction but also ups and downs. He can be brave in love but also easily hurt. Desire and vulnerability are closely linked. There is also a strong karmic pattern called a yod pointing to Saturn. Saturn represents lessons about stability and self-worth and is connected to karma and Chiron. This means relationships feel like turning points in his life. He is here to learn patience, trust, and emotional maturity. Love is never random for him. At the same time, he has a natural talent for connection. A small talent triangle links Lilith and Hera, representing independence and commitment, with Mercury and Vesta in Aries, showing direct communication and strong focus, and with Pluto and Paras Athena in Sagittarius, which bring depth and insight. This gives him a magnetic presence. He speaks honestly, creates strong chemistry, and leaves a deep impression. But there is tension with Cupido and Eros in Taurus, which represent physical attraction and stability. So part of him wants something calm and secure, while another part needs intensity and freedom. His Mercury in Aries makes him direct and passionate in communication. When he cares, he says it clearly and focuses strongly on the person. His words can be sharp but always honest. Another softer influence comes from Jupiter in Gemini and Neptune in Aquarius. Jupiter stands for growth, Neptune for dreams and ideal love. Together they give him a curious mind and a romantic imagination. He needs a partner who inspires him, someone he can talk to, dream with, and explore ideas with. Love must feel free, exciting, and a little magical. His life path, shown by the North Node in Cancer, is about learning emotional closeness, care, and vulnerability. At first, this may feel difficult. With the asteroid Valentine representing unconditional love opposing his North Node, he may idealize his partner or even sacrifice himself for them. So he must learn to love others and to care for them without losing himself. But he has strong support from Nike in Scorpio, which brings success through deep emotional bonds, and from Sappho in Taurus, which shows loyal and sensual love. When he allows real closeness, but one where both partners are equals and don't sacrifice themselves for the other, he can truly succeed in love. Overall, Jin is passionate, bold, and unforgettable in relationships. His love life can feel intense, fast, and complex. But behind all that fire, there is a deeper path. He is here to learn how to slow down, trust, and open his heart. When he does that, his love becomes not just exciting, but deep, stable, and truly meaningful. The connection between Zhu and Jin feels strong from the very beginning, like something that pulls them together without effort. There is a mix of excitement, depth, and a sense that this meeting is not by chance but fated. Jin's sun, which shows his core personality, and Juno, the asteroid of long-term partnership, connect closely with Zhu's Jupiter, the planet of growth and expansion. This creates a warm, supportive energy. Jin feels seen and encouraged by Shu, while Shu feels that Jin brings meaning and opportunity into his life. This is a connection that can grow naturally and bring out the best in both. At the same time, there is a strong karmic feeling. Shu's sun and Vesta, which show his identity and devotion, connect with Jin's karma, an asteroid linked to fated encounters. This suggests that their meeting may feel meant to happen. But there is also tension. Shu's deep and intense Scorpio energy clashes with Jin's more direct and fast energy, combined with his need for stability in relationships. This creates attraction, but also differences in how they approach love. One goes deep and slowly, the other moves fast and direct. Depending on his birth time, Jin's moon, which represents emotions, might connect with Shu's Neptune, the planet of dreams and imagination. This can create a very emotional and almost magical bond. They may feel like they understand each other without words. But it can also bring confusion or idealization where things are not always seen clearly. There is also a strong mental and emotional connection. Shu's asteroid Psyche, linked to the soul, connects with Jin's Uranus, revolution, and Jupiter, luck, growth, and evolution. This brings excitement, deep understanding, and the feeling that they open each other's minds. Conversations can feel inspiring and different, never boring. But even so, communication can sometimes be a challenge for them. Jin's Saturn, the planet of structure and limits, stands opposite Shu's Mercury, which rules thinking and speaking. Maybe Shu feels like Jin is too serious, too critical, like he's being judged every time he speaks. But Saturn also supports Shu's Neptune, which helps them understand each other on a deeper, more intuitive level. This relationship is not always easy. Jin's Jupiter stands opposite Shu's Pluto, the planet of power and transformation. This creates intensity. They can deeply influence each other, but also trigger strong reactions. At the same time, Jupiter connects positively with Shu's Uranus, keeping the energy unpredictable, exciting, and alive. Fortunately, there is also a strong theme of healing. Shu's Jupiter connects positively with Jin's Chiron, the point of emotional wounds. This means they can help each other grow and heal, even if it's not always easy. The attraction between them is undeniable. Shu's Lilith and Juno, which represent raw desire and commitment, connect with Jin's Pluto and Paras Athena. This creates a deep, almost magnetic pull. They can understand each other on a very intense level. Their bond feels both passionate and mentally engaging. At the same time, there is harmony between their more independent and committed sides, showing that they can accept each other's complexity. Between them, there is both harmony and tension. Shu's Venus, the planet of love, is in a challenging connection with Jin's Pluto, bringing strong passion but also possible power struggles. At the same time, Venus connects beautifully with Jin's Eros and Cupido, which represent attraction and desire. This means the chemistry between them is strong and hard to ignore. Their life paths are also deeply connected. XuJin's Mars, the planet of action, stands opposite Jin's North Node, which shows his direction in life. This can feel like being pushed or challenged by the other person. At the same time, Jin's Jupiter supports XuJin's North Node, helping him grow, while Jin's Neptune connects to XuJin's South Node, bringing a sense of familiarity, like they have known each other before. But there can also be confusion about the direction they want to move in together. Last but not least, Jin's Venus connects positively with XuJin's Chiron, showing that love between them can be healing. And depending on the birth time, Jin's Venus may also connect gently with XuJin's Moon, adding emotional warmth and affection. Overall, this is a connection full of attraction, depth, and meaning. It can feel exciting, inspiring, and even fated, but it also comes with challenges, especially around communication, control, and emotional clarity. If they learn to understand their differences and stay honest with each other, this bond has the power to be not only intense, but also deeply transformative and healing. The composite chart of Xu and Jin shows the energy of their relationship as a whole. It feels grounded, thoughtful, but also very mental and dynamic. There is a strong mix of earth energy, which brings stability and realism, and air energy, which brings ideas, communication, and curiosity. This is a bond that can build something real, but also needs mental connection to stay alive. At the center of the relationship is the Sun in Capricorn, showing the core identity of the connection. Capricorn brings seriousness, long-term goals, and the focus on building something stable. The Sun is at a critical 29th degree, which makes everything feel more intense and important, like this relationship has a purpose. It is not light or casual, it asks for maturity. There is also a strong theme of past and future. The North Node, which shows the direction of growth, is connected with Eros, the energy of passion and attraction. This means the relationship naturally pulls them forward through desire and chemistry. At the same time, the Sun and Vesta, which stands for devotion, are connected to the South Node, linked to the past. This can make the bond feel familiar, almost like they already knew each other before. But it also means they need to move forward, not stay stuck in old patterns. Communication is very special here. Mercury, the planet of thinking and speaking, is connected with Neptune, the planet of dreams and imagination. This creates a very intuitive and creative way of communicating. They can understand each other without many words, share ideas, and dream together. But sometimes things may be unclear, or one person may idealize the other too much. Venus in Gemini shows that this relationship needs communication, variety, and mental connection. Talking, joking, sharing ideas, all of this keeps the love alive. Venus also connects positively with Juno, which represents commitment. This shows that even if the connection feels light and playful, there is a real potential for a long-term bond, especially if they respect each other's need for freedom. The physical and action side of the relationship is shown by Mars in Capricorn. Mars is desire and action, and in Capricorn it becomes focused and controlled. Together they can work towards shared goals and build something step by step. A very important part of this chart is the connection between Jupiter and Saturn in Taurus. Jupiter is growth and expansion, Saturn is structure and responsibility. Together they show the ability to create something stable and lasting. But they are part of a tense pattern, a T-square, involving Valentine in Scorpio, deep emotional love, and Uranus, Cupido, and Juno in Aquarius, freedom, attraction, and commitment. This creates a push between stability and intensity, between wanting something secure and wanting excitement and freedom. This can make the relationship feel both strong and unstable at times. There is also a deep transformation in this connection. Pluto, the planet of power and change, is connected with Hera, which represents commitment. This suggests that a relationship can be intense and transformative, especially when it comes to trust and loyalty. A softer, more flowing pattern called a cradle connects Sappho in Leo, linked to creative expression and love, with Mercury and Neptune in Aquarius, receiving supportive energy from Paras Athena in Libra, understanding and balance, as well as Pluto and Hera in Sagittarius. This shows a natural talent for expressing love creatively. It can also point to performance, creativity, or being seen by others. There is something about this connection that wants to be expressed, not hidden. They also have a small talent triangle in their relationship chart, one that focuses on Uranus and Cupido in Aquarius, connected to Chiron in Sagittarius, healing, and Psyche in Aries, soul connection. This shows that a relationship can feel exciting, different, and even healing. They can help each other grow, especially by being open, honest, and true to themselves. This composite chart shows a relationship that is both grounded and dynamic. It has the potential to be stable and long lasting, but it also needs freedom, communication, and emotional honesty. It can feel familiar and fated, but it is meant to grow and evolve. If they balance stability with freedom and reality with dreams, this connection can become something truly meaningful and powerful. Summing up everything that I see in their charts, I can say that they feel drawn to each other like it's meant to be. But the real challenge is turning that intense, almost magical bond into something stable and real. Next time we will see if their new relationship feels as intense as magical as XuJin's. So stick around if you don't want to miss that video. And please don't forget to vote for the couple that I should analyze after they knew. Until next time, shine bright like the stars.